And you're all very welcome here to Duggan Park in Ballinasloe for the second of our games. It's the Senior A Hurling Championship game between Turloughmore and Sarsfields. The teams are out. The toss has just taken place. There is a wind advantage with one team. There will be in the second half and or the first half. And I think it's the men of Turloughmore who may have won the toss and have opted to play against it, but I'm not 100% sure on that. We'll see in a couple of moments. We'll go through the teams. We'll start with the Sarsfields team. In goals is number 1, Kieran Dolan. The full back line is number 2, Oisin Kane. Number 4, Darren Morrissey. Number 3, Kevin Hines. The half back line of number 9, Cathal Dillon. Number 19, Cathal Dillon. Number 9, Joseph Cooney. And number 7, Niall Quinn. Midfield pairing of Niall Morrissey and Alex Kinnair. The half forward line of Ian Fox, John Cooney, and number 31, Kenneth Cooney. And the inside line, Darren Murphy wears number 18. Kevin Cooney is at full forward, and wearing the number 13 jersey will be Mark O'Regan. The Turloughmore men line out with their goalkeeper Mark Fahey, their full back line of Michael Morris, Ronan Burke and Killian Whelan. The half back line of Mark Murphy, number 8 Dahi Burke, and number 7 Kevin Hussey. Midfield pairing of Darragh Whelan and Jamie Holland. The half forward line of number 14 Sean Lennan, number 12 Sean Loftus, and number 5 Sean O'Hanlon. And the inside line wearing number 21 is Tom Quirk, number 11 is Fergal Moore, and number 13 is Barry Callanan. So that's the two teams as they line out. And I'm delighted to be joined by Cyril Farrell in the commentary position. And Cyril, this is obviously the Senior A Championship. Two teams who are going to have a big say, you would think, in the Championship. Obviously both have already qualified for the knockout stages, but I'm sure they'll want to get into that quarter final. They'll want to avoid having to play an extra game in this championship.
Yeah, and both are really going well. Very impressed the last day with Turloughmore against Thomas's. Now, okay, Thomas is one of these days, we're not to win drive for them, but Turloughmore came out and with a kind of a fresh approach, kind of tore them apart. Sarsfields have been very good since the first day I saw them this year. Fantastic game against Thomas. It's probably the best club game of the year, and were actually beaten, but did enough scoring to win any match. And since that, they've kind of rolled into a good team. Have a few injuries, but a few lads coming through. Young Murphy the first day was very, very good corner forward, completely unknown. But Alex Kinnair is playing very, very well. Kevin Cooney's having a great game. Joseph Cooney to me is back where his best position as far as I'm concerned is centre back, very good. And you have Morrissey gone in full back, Kevin Hines gone corner back. They're steady in the line. Now they have a Kenneth Cooney on. I don't know him that well to see him hurling, so they have a few injuries, I'd say. But again, both will go to win, but it won't be the end of the world. It's not fully a knockout game now. It's the next game that everyone plays as knockout after this weekend.
Yeah, we're just about to stand now and take the rendition of our own Naveen. Yeah, there we have our own Naveen. We're almost ready to go with the start of this game in the Senior Championship. Sarsfields will have wind advantage in the first half, and we saw in the last game Portumna winning by 4 points and then, but there is a significant wind here today, Cyril, and it's favouring Sarsfields in the first half.
Yeah, and Portumna were against in the first half and played a sweeper. Lee Mellons went in 3 points up. Well, it was nice enough, it wasn't a great lead, and then Portumna got one kind of a freaky goal enough, and to be fair to Mellons, they came back and got one, made a right good interesting game, but 3 points isn't enough with this kind of a breeze.
Yeah, the game is on, and Liam Gordon, the referee, has thrown in the shit there, and we're up and going here in this Senior A game between Turloughmore and Sarsfields here in Duggan Park in Ballinasloe. Two teams that got well used to Duggan Park in the last while, of course. The under-20 final between the two teams that played here last week finished in a draw. Great game that, and that the replay due to take place in the next while as well. Mark Murphy tries to come away from defence. He had a really good game for Turlough last time out against St Thomas's, and there's players on both sides now battling for possession for their sides, trying to get an early ascendancy in the game, and it's going to be a throw-in, and the referee Liam Gordon from the Galway club will throw the ball in. Of course, his own club will be playing in the County Intermediate Hurling semi-final tomorrow. They'll be taking on Ceylon on that, and that ball is flicked forward towards Darren Murphy. Darren Murphy has had a serious campaign at this senior level. He's first year playing senior hurling for his club Sarsfields. He goes for a score from out the field, but that one's going to go wide. It's the first wide of the day, the first wide for the men of Sarsfields, and that means now that there's a point apiece or no score here. That quick puck out is taken by Dahi Burke into Dahi Burke. Dahi Burke is on the ball, gets the ball forward, but Sarsfields have numbers there. One of those is Cathal Dillon. Dillon has played well as well for Sarsfields in this campaign. He tries to go through two Turloughmore men there. He tries to get away from Dara Whelan. He's just have been fouled, and that's going to be a free in. And Niall Morrissey will stand over the free taking duties for Sarsfields. Of course, his first cousin Adrian Morrissey was on free taking duties in the opening game, of course, for Lee Mellows. But Niall Morrissey has been an accomplished free taker for Sarsfields over a good number of years, and the Morrissey name steeped, I'm sure, Cyril, in Sarsfields lore.
Look, they're the brothers, they played for Sarsfields, a great Sarsfields name, a great Sarsfields club. And this guy is a good free taker. All the clubs, Niall, have good free takers. Like you commit fouls at your peril, really. Like everyone has to have one. The way it is going, the goalie and the free takers, like they're two most important people probably on the pitch. Always were and always will be, I suppose.
Niall Morrissey points his first free of the day, and that puts Sarsfields in front. Wind aided, it must be said. 2 minutes gone here. It's Sarsfields 1 point, Turloughmore no score. Puck out by the goalkeeper Mark Fahey to the far side of the field up towards Sean O'Hanlon. He's one of the under 20 players that will be in action in that under 20 final. And of course, there's another one that's on the ball now, is Alex Kinnear. Alex Kinnear is coming forward now for Sarsfields. He half loses possession, picks it up again, goes back to Kenneth Cooney. Kenneth Cooney soloing forward. He gets the shot in. It's half in towards the half forward line. It's picked up by Mark Murphy. Mark Murphy for Turloughmore tries to get away from his man. He hand passes the ball back to Killian Whelan. Whelan goes past Niall Morrissey, flicks the ball out towards Sean Lennon. He loses control, though it's picked up by Alex Kinnear. Kinnear hand passes the ball forward towards Kevin Cooney. Kevin Cooney's been on fire in the championship as well for Sarsfields at full forward. Kevin Cooney goes for a score from the sideline. This will be a massive point if it goes over the bar from Kevin Cooney. A superb score by Kevin Cooney from virtually on the sideline. Great start for Sarsfields and a good score by Kevin Cooney.
Yeah, he's been doing that all year. Look, I'd be really advocating that he gets on the go with him because he has the X factor. He's a very quiet young fella, very unassuming, but to me, like, if I leave him playing, like, he's a great player.
Good puck out by Mark Fahey following that superb score by Kevin Cooney over to the far side of the field, and Niall Quinn tries to go down it. He's under pressure from Sean Loftus. Loftus just kicks the ball out of the line over on the far side of the field, and that's going to be a line ball, and the line ball is to Sarsfields, and it'll be to Niall Quinn, the wing back. His side are 2 points to the good. 3 minutes gone here. They are playing with a big wind advantage in this first half. Of course, a win for either side here will see them into the quarter-finals of the championship, as this ball is picked up by Alex Kinnear. Kinnear gets the ball back towards Niall Quinn, and he doubles in the ball first time in towards the full forward and in towards Mark O'Regan. Mark O'Regan is out in front of his man. Mark O'Regan takes on Killian Whelan. He's fouled there. Referees give him the advantage at the moment, and he puts it over the bar. Good start for Sarsfields. I did say that a win for either side will put them in the quarter-finals. Of course, if the other game between Clarenbridge and St Thomas's goes either way, it might change things, but there's a point there for Sarsfields. They lead by 3 points and no score. They look really, really sharp, and Mark O'Regan gets the latest point.
Turlough have started kind of very sluggish compared to the were against Athen Ryan. Sarsfields are thundering into the game.
Darren Morrissey comes out from the full back line, gets the ball across towards Kenneth Cooney, making his first start of the year. Kenneth Cooney goes long in towards the full forward line, but it should be the goalkeeper's ball. He lets it bounce, and we saw in the first game, if you let the ball bounce in there, it could be dangerous, but Mark Fahey did really well. Gets the ball out the field, but he'll be disappointed with the clearance. It's going to be won by Alex Kinnear. Kinnear kicks the ball forward. He's one of the most exciting talents in Galway. Picked up, though, by the wing back. That's Kevin Hussey. Gets the ball back to Mark Fahey. Mark Fahey looks upfield. Will he go along this time, or will he look for Jamie Holland? He won't. He'll go to this side of the field looking for Sean Lennon. Lennon has judged that one perfectly, but the ball goes over his head, and it's going to be picked up by Joseph Cooney. Is it Cooney trying to pick up the ball, but it's picked up indeed by Sean O'Hanlon, I should say. Sean O'Hanlon inside to Sean Loftus. Loftus now going forward for Turloughmore. He's been their main man in the championship so far. Loftus off the post. He went for the point, but the angle was just a bit too tight. It comes off the post out to Darren Morrissey. Morrissey out to Niall Quinn, and Quinn on the 65 metre line, the 45 metre line, goes long with that ball in towards Kevin Cooney. Cooney and Ronan Burke battling for possession. And will Kevin Cooney keep it in play? He will. Kevin Cooney is on the ball. He's on the in-line now. He's surveying his options. He's going to go one. He's going to go for goal, I'd say. Kevin Cooney high, and he's put it wide. It's the first wide of the second wide of the day, I should say. Second wide for Sarsfields. They lead 3 points and no score, but they have been the sharper team, sir.
Yeah, that was a screamer by Cooney. You know he was going to kind of jinked on his left, back to his right, jinked again, and then took a bullet of his shot. Like Mark Fahey was delighted to say, just to see you going outside the post. Turlough need to score.
Yeah, 5 minutes gone. Turlough come on the attack out towards their team captain. That's Jamie Holland. He's a beautiful striker of the ball. Jamie Holland, he goes for a score from out the field. He's got the distance, has he? He hasn't, because it's taken down superbly by Kieran Dolan. And Kieran Dolan decides, I'm going to go along with that one. And he does go along with that one. But Michael Morris should be underneath this ball for a Turloughmore. He drops it out of his hand, though. And Darren Murphy just comes in on top of him. But Michael Morris is an experienced campaigner. He's fouled coming out of defence. That's going to be a free out. And it's going to be a free out to Turloughmore. 5 minutes gone here. 3 points between the sides. It's Sarsfields 3 points, Turloughmore no score.
Yeah, like Morris he's a tough campaigner. He came on the last game, played very, very well. Like, Turlough have a lot of players Niall, to pick from. Like, and it's hard enough to kind of settle on that team. But like at the moment, like it's all Sarsfields. But I suppose there is a strong breeze, but isn't the breeze like that's kind of put them over the bar? It's the way they're playing. Like, and Turlough have been sluggish so far.
Yeah, they have been sluggish in the early stages. 6 minutes played here. Mark Fahey takes the free. He goes to the far side of the field looking for Barry Callan. Callan puts out the hurl, tries to take the ball down, and he's under pressure over there from Oisin Kane. Callan tries to flick the ball forward. He does do that, but Joseph Cooney comes across. Can't pick the ball up. It's picked up by Fergal Moore. Fergal Moore goes back the field to Jamie Holland. Holland sprays the ball across the field, but it's intercepted by Niall Quinn. And Niall Quinn flicks the ball back towards one of his defenders there, Kevin Hines. And eventually that ball is cleared down the field. My view is just somewhat obscured here, but I can see perfectly now because Mark O'Regan is on the ball. First Sarsfields is going through. He's foul there. Mark O'Regan still going through. That's going to be a free in and a chance here to put his side 4 points to the good. And if Mark O'Regan had just got away without being fouled, I think Darren Murphy was this side of the field. It could have been a goal chance, but every time the ball goes in there, Sarsfields look sharp, sir.
Yeah, well, you see, you have Kevin Cooney kind of breaking the ball, and the two lads are running onto it like young Murphy very fast and Mark O'Regan very fast, and you know they're quite happy. This will put them up 4 points, and you know it's only it isn't even 10 minutes gone yet, about 7 gone, so they'll be happy enough.
Strange game though in many ways, sir, the fact that both teams know they're going to be still in the competition after today. One of them will be in the quarter final, one will be the preliminary quarter final, so it's not do or die by any chance.
See, that's the debate, like Niall, most people say, well, keep winning, you get into the quarter final, but you're idle 4 or 5 weeks in, whereas the other way you're playing. Now no one goes out to lose, but like it isn't, as I say, it's the next match, whatever way, preliminary quarter final, they're the knockout matches really.
Yeah, Niall Morrissey has pointed the free, 4 points to no score. It's 7 minutes gone as I look in the scoreboard over on the far side of the field. The clock says 7 minutes. Cathal Dillon tries to pick the ball up for Sarsfields. It's picked up by Sean Lennon across towards Kevin Hussey, but Niall Morrissey tries to intercept. He can't do so, and eventually Sarsfields' John Cooney tries to pick the ball up, but eventually goes back towards Dillon. Dillon gets the ball off towards Oisin Kane, and Oisin Kane flicks the ball forward in towards Kevin Cooney. Cooney's out in front of his man, but Ronan Burke does well for Turloughmore. Ronan Burke is on the ball. Ronan Burke goes back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is Mark Fahey. Mark Fahey goes long with that one, but it should be intercepted by Alex Kinnear. He bats it down towards Darren Murphy. Darren Murphy has the ball in his hand. He goes back the field to Niall Quinn, and Niall Quinn is going to go for a score from the wing back position. Niall Quinn makes no mistake. He puts it over the bar. 5 points to no score, and a great start by Sarsfields. They lead by 5 points to no score, and everything seems to be going right for them. Jamie Holland has gone down injured. Maybe he's an injury, or maybe it's just something to stem the tide, because Turlough needs something now at this stage, sir.
Yeah, like they haven't started at all. Like they're under real pressure from the very, very start. Like it's so different from the last day, but that's hurling, I suppose, really. Now, there is a strong breeze there, and there's nothing to panic about yet, but like they'd want to get the ball up. The ball hasn't now. Loftus was in hard luck not to score a point a few minutes ago. Like a good shot came back off the post, but other than that, they haven't got the ball really. No threat at all on the Sarsfields full back line, and Sarsfields are popping from outside, well able to do it. Like, you know, Morrissey, Quinn, Alex Kinnear, all these boys from outside, they'll pop them over all day if you give them room. Like, and I suppose this break and play might help Turlough, because at the moment, like, Sarsfields are kind of winning. Even every breaking ball, a pass there from the Turlough wing back into Dahi was intercepted. Like, it isn't, the things aren't just getting there, and they're flat at the moment. They want to get in and start winning an odd ball.
Yeah, and I suppose looking at the teams that are out there, the serious hurlers on both sides, and we mentioned 2 guys that are having serious campaigns. Obviously, Kevin Cooney had one into the field, but Sean Loftus is having a serious campaign for Turloughmore this year.
Good player, like up in a new position. Well, you know, he usually was played in the backs or a sweeper, but he's gone up now as a forward, and he's a natural, and very natural hurler, great shape. We'll have a big say in the county championship later on.
Yeah, this is going to be a puck out, and the puck out is to Mark Fahey. Jamie Holland, he seems to be okay, which means that the game can start up again with the puck out to Turloughmore. We have 9.5 minutes played here. Started a bit late, of course. The opening game, of course, ended a bit late, though. I think there was 7 minutes injury time in the first half and 5 in the second half, and it was won by Portumna in the end by 4 points. They have gone Senior A next year, as will Ardrahan, and they'll be meeting the likes of Sarsfields and Turloughmore in the championship next year, as the referee indicates that the ball is going to be pucked out, and it's going to be pucked out by the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is Mark Fahey. He goes to the far side of the field looking for Sean Lennon. Lennon gets away from his man. Lennon soloing forward now for Turloughmore. Lennon trying to get away from Cathal Dillon. Lennon going through. Lennon high in towards the goals, but Lennon puts that one wide, and that's the first wide for Turloughmore. And he was well shadowed there, of course. Good to see him back from injury. He was injured early on, obviously this time last year for Galway, and he's back in action for Turloughmore this year. Mark Murphy wins the puck out, gives it up to Tom Quirk. Tom got 2 goals in the championship so far. Gets the ball back to Jamie Holland. Lovely ball by Jamie Holland out to Mark Murphy. Measured play by the Turloughmore man. Murphy tries to get away from Oisin Kane. Gets the ball back to Tom Quirk. Quirk is blocked down though. Quirk tries to pick the ball up at the second attempt, and eventually Mark Murphy has the ball in his hand. He tries to take on his man. He hand passes the ball forward there, and eventually it's going to be won by the Sarsfields man, and Alex Kinnear is on the ball. Kinnear in the middle of the field, wearing number 12. He sprays the ball across the field looking for Kevin Cooney. Cooney's out in front of his man. That's a Ronan Burke. He can't catch the ball first time. He's under pressure over there from Kevin Hussey, and eventually that gives a chance to Ronan Burke to come in to retrieve the situation for Turloughmore, and Ronan Burke does that. He's hit with a hard shoulder there as he fouled. I think he was fouled. It's going to be a free out, and in fairness, He did well there, Ronan Burke, to come out with that ball, sir.
Yeah, we see the last ball up here in front of us, about 30 yards from the Sarsfields goal. Turlough had it in a tight little triangle about 6 or 7 times. They got the ball, passed it back and forth, and went nowhere, and then lost it. That's what's happened to them today. Like, they have plenty of time to rectify it, but they just need to settle and maybe get a score to them.
Yeah, 5 points and no score. We have 11 minutes played here. Dahi Burke will take the free for his side, and he launches it long. The captain of the Galway team, that ball goes long, it's going to break, and it's coming out as the vice captain of the Galway senior hurling team. That's Joseph Cooney, and he goes for a score from out the field, and Joseph Cooney puts it over the bar, judges the win to perfection. You said, Cyril, you think that's his favourite, or his best position, I should say. He puts it over the bar. He's a commanding presence there. 6 points and no score.
He's a great hurler. All the Cooneys are good hurler, but this guy can be so different when he's back there to defend. That could be a free.
It's won by Barry Callan. Will Barry take on his man? Can he get the ball in his hand? But good defending over there by Cathal Dillon, who's impressed in this championship so far. Dillon comes out from corner back, and he flicks the ball off to Darren Morrissey. Morrissey looks upfield, and Morrissey decides to go to this side of the field. But Mark O'Regan is under pressure from 3 Turloughmore men there. The ball breaks out to the path of Mark Murphy. Mark Murphy off to Michael Morris. Morris goes down this side of the field, but it's Niall Quinn who comes away with it for Sarsfields. He flicks the ball forward towards Mark O'Regan in space. O'Regan has already got one point. He plays it in towards Kevin Cooney. He's out in front of his man, Kevin Cooney, trying to win possession there, but Ronan Burke comes away with it. Ronzer, as they call him, gets the ball across towards Kevin Hussey. Kevin Hussey out towards Dara Whelan. Dara Whelan back to Kevin Hussey. Kevin Hussey looks upfield, decides he's going to hand pass the ball off to Dara Whelan again, and Turlough just should probably be clearing that ball out of defence. Probably a couple of hand passes too many there as they tried to get out of defence. They're 7 points or 6 points to no score down as players on both sides battle for possession over on the far side of the field here in Duggan Park in Ballinasloe on this the fair weekend here in Ballinasloe. The 300 fair, they say, in Ballinasloe this weekend, but the two teams here and the supporters here are not thinking about the horse fair, Cyril, at the moment. They're thinking about what's going on out in the field. And as we said,
the Turloughmore crowd are wondering when is the pass going to go to hand, like, because they're giving an extra pass, so it's breaking down the whole time. They want to go a little bit more direct. I know they're against the breeze. They play that sharp passing game, worked very well against Thomas the last day at the right, especially second half. But at the moment, like, Sarsfields are aware to it, closing down the men very fast and picking off the scores, and they actually have turned over a rake of ball so far in the first 13 minutes.
The ball is thrown in. It's going to be picked up by Jamie Holland. Holland is blocked down though by John Cooney, and Ian Fox tries to get into possession, but it's won by Dahi Burke. Dahi Burke gets the ball back to Killian Whelan. Killian Whelan looks upfield, tries to measure a pass out of defence, but it's intercepted by Niall Quinn again, and Quinn is going to go for point number 2 from out the field. For him, Niall Quinn high, and Niall Quinn over the bar. He's got 2 points now from the half-back line, and Joseph Cooney's also got 1. So these guys are really on fire so far, sir. 7 points, no score.
They're reading the play, like, and it's just a Turlough the ball is breaking down. Here to come again.
Dara Whelan off to Sean Lennon. Lennon is going to go for a score from the centre forward position, but this one is going to go wide. That's wide number 2 for Turloughmore. 2 points also for Sarsfields, but Sarsfields lead by 7 points to no score. 14 minutes played here. They are playing with a big wind, but that's not telling the story of the game, and the fact that Sarsfields have been by far the better team so far, Cyril.
Yeah, it's their style of hurling. Like, they're taking their scores, doing the right thing, taking the easy option with the ball, whereas Turlough are they're forcing it.
Cathal Dillon gets that ball in towards the full forward line, but Turlough have the numbers back there, and out comes Mikey Morris, but it's intercepted again. It's picked up by Ian Fox, going for point number 8 for Sarsfields. Ian Fox puts it over the bar, and that'll go down as another unforced error from Turloughmore. Again, trying to get that measured pass out of defence. They haven't been doing it, and the ball is coughed up again, and eventually Ian Fox picks it up, and over the bar, 8 points to no score.
What worked the last day definitely isn't worked, but that's what's happening. They're coughing up. They have the ball, but the possession are given away, and Sarsfields are Turloughmore and picking scores from outside.
Yeah, the ball is pucked out. Of course, the other game in this group, Clarenbridge got an early goal there. They lead Thomas by 1-7 to 7 points as Turlough have the ball now with Tom Kirk. Tom Kirk now has a chance for Turloughmore. He's soloing forward. Tom Kirk under pressure there. That's a free in, is it? Tom is going to go for a score. That's the first score for Turloughmore. It's not. It's going to be a free in, and it's a free in to Tom, and he's going to leave the ball off, no doubt, to Sean Loftus, and a chance here for Turlough to get their first score of the day, and it's one they badly need, sir.
Yeah, like, it is over 14 minutes gone on to the 15 minutes, and this is their first score. They have 2 wides, but they've only the 2 wides because now they have no play up there. The ball is breaking down here in the middle door. They're trying to give they're kind of trying to give the perfect pass, and that's hard to do with the big breeze. Like, some days it works, more days it doesn't. I think they're still in the game, but like, they need a few scores for half time.
Sean Loftus stands over the free. 15 minutes played here. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and Sean Loftus scores Turloughmore's first score of the game, and it comes just into the second quarter of the game, 8-1. It's one they needed, and of course, playing against that wind, Turlough just need to stem the tide a small bit now, Cyril, and maybe get a couple of scores on the board to keep it within manageable proportions at half time the way things are going.
They're well capable. The big thing is not to let in a goal for, here's a sharp work out for Sarsfields, and now it'll come along.
Sharp puck out to Oisin Kane. Turlough have numbers back there. Kevin Hussey puts up the hand, but he's broken out of his hand. The sun was in his eyes. Michael Morris is there to help him. Michael Morris flicks the ball away out towards Sean Lennon, who has come deep for Turloughmore. Sean Lennon hand passes the ball off to Killian Whelan. Whelan goes across the field looking for Jamie Holland out on the 45-metre line. Jamie Holland looks upfield. He goes right across the field towards Barry Callan. A good run by Fergal Moore, I should say, over there. Fergal Moore and Kevin Hines, two vastly experienced campaigners. I think in 2012 they were both in the full back line for Galway in the All-Ireland final. One was cornerback and one was full back, and it's going to be a sideline, but two wily campaigners who have given great service to their clubs and county over the years. Well. Yeah, and as Darren Morrissey takes that sideline, but it's intercepted by Sean Loftus. He tries to pick it up at the second attempt. He does so. He's hit with a hard shoulder there by Alex Kinnear. The ball comes in, though, into the path of Sean O'Hanlon, the student in UL. Sean O'Hanlon goes for a score. That's a good score by Sean O'Hanlon. He's a good quality player, Sean O'Hanlon, and he's a guy for the future, you would think, from a goaler perspective as well. Certainly puts it over the bar. An under 20 player, 8-2, good score.
Yeah, he's kind of naturally has the pace as well. Now that's Turlough coming right into the game now. 8-2, at least they've got 2 scores on the board. But as I say, Sarsfields are more direct and kind of just taking their chances.
The puck out is taken by the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper's Kieran Dolan, but it's won though there by Michael Morris, and Turlough come away with the ball. And Turlough have obviously shoring things up a small bit in defence. They've come more into the game. They've got the last 2 points. They're on the attack again, so they'll be happy enough now to get those 2 points and come forward once again. Yeah,
Mark Fahey's coming out to take it might go long. I thought he was going to take it kind of fast and have a look, but now it's all slowed down.
Yeah, Mark Fahey is the long puck champion in Galway and in Connacht, I think, so he has a fair puck in the ball, so he's going to take this free for his side between the 45 and 65 metre lines here. He's hitting against the wind in this first half. His side are 6 points in arrears, but they have scored the last 2 points as he gets ready to take this free. Mark Fahey goes along with that one in towards the goals, but I think it's going to go wide. It is going to go wide. That's 3 wides now for Turloughmore, 2 for Sarsfields. 8-2, 18 minutes gone.
Just distance, no problem there. Accuracy was I thought I might float in, but no, no problem to distance.
Kieran Dolan will take the puck out, the vastly experienced goalkeeper. Of course, he was the goalkeeper when Sarsfields won the county championship in 2016. He gets it out to Kevin Hines. Kevin Hines goes long, but the ball just comes off the hurl of Darren Murphy as Kevin Cooney, I think, was about to take it in his hand. Darren Murphy flicked it away from him, and it goes out for a wide, so 3 wides apiece.
It's nearly the first thing Niall have been wrong for Sarsfields.
In fairness, they're playing lovely hurling, and they're a team that have some serious hurlers.
In the first day out, they played very well. They're big contenders for the cup.
The ball goes long, and it's going to be won, is it, by a Sarsfields man? It is. It's Alex Kinnear again. He flicks the ball off towards Kenneth Cooney. Kenneth Cooney goes down on the ball. Kenneth Cooney tries to get the ball away, but he's under pressure there from Dara Whelan and Jamie Holland. Sean Lennon is also in close attendance. The referee is going to let the play go on develop for the moment. It's picked up by Sean Lennon. He's going forward. He's on the 45-metre line. Sean Lennon tries to flick the ball forward there, but it's going to be intercepted by Kevin Hines, and Kevin Hines has time to look upfield, and he looks across towards Alex Kinnear. That one just goes a bit too high for Alex, but he takes it down beautifully, and Alex Kinnear's on the 45-metre line. He's soloing forward off the left-hand side. It should be a score. It is a score, and Alex Kinnear puts it over the bar. That's his first score of the day. 9-2, 7 between them. 19 minutes played. Good score.
This guy is impressive. He just took down the ball, kind of caught it. Hussey's was underneath it, but the way he goes on, every day I see him playing, he takes the right option the whole time. When it's on, he'll have a go, and when it's not on, he'll play to a better position player.
Mark Fahey takes the puck out, but it's intercepted there by Darren Morrissey. Darren Morrissey gets the ball forward towards Darren Murphy. He goes inside his man. He probably takes a bit too much out of it, but he's going to be getting a free in though for a foul by the Turloughmore man, and it's a chance here for Sarsfields to establish that 8 points lead again, 9-2, as the Turloughmore man's been spoken to is Michael Morris. He's picking up a yellow card there, and that's the first yellow of the day. But it's a free in, and it's a free in that Niall Morrissey will take. Of course, Kenneth Cooney starting today in place of Adam Donoghue, who picked up that serious shoulder injury in the last round against Collimer Daly, has ruled him out of the under-20 championship final as well.
We hope he's on the mend, a nice young hurler as well.
Yeah, good young hurler.
Forward,
absolutely, and has played really well in this year's senior championship and the under-20 championship, and it's going to be a free in. A free in is to Sarsfields, 9-2. Niall Morrissey will stand over the free. He's got 2 frees so far. Alex Kinnear's also been on the target, as has Joseph Cooney, Ian Fox, Kevin Cooney and Mark O'Regan, while Niall Quinn, he's popped over 2 points from play. While Turlough have only 2 scores, one from Sean Loftus a free, and the other from the man wearing number 5, but playing in the half-hour line, that's Sean O'Hanlon. As Niall Quinn stands over the free, 20 minutes played here. or Niall Morrissey, I should say, stands over the free. Niall Morrissey makes no mistake. That's 10 points to 2. The radar is in. He's had 3 frees. He's pointed the 3 of them, and they've established that lead again of 8 points. 10 points to 2 as Mark Fahey gets ready to take the puck out.
Yeah, and the time is ticking away. We've got over the 20th minute. Like, Turlough could still want to get something because, like, the game is slipping away from them slowly but surely.
The ball is pucked out towards Sean Nanan and Joseph Cooney, but it's picked up by the Sarsfields men over there, out to Niall Morrissey. Niall Morrissey goes long in towards the full forward line. It's a race for possession here. It should be won by the goalkeeper. Mark Fahey has the ball in his hand, tries to get away from Kevin Cooney. The referee says he's fouled there, and it's going to be a free out. And a free out will be to Turloughmore, but it was a dangerous ball that was launched in by Niall Morrissey. I'd say he was probably going for a point, but it launched into the square, and Mark Fahey did well. And
he did well, and Ronan Burke kind of covered it. They were kind of hesitant coming, like, and anything could happen. You know, it's a dangerous ball when it hangs around. Now, there is a fair sun as well going into his eyes in there, like, you know, and the grass in there, like, is artificial, so anything could happen. Yeah,
10 points to 2 as the free is taken by the goalkeeper Mark Fahey. Brilliantly taken by Tom Kirk out of the air, off towards Dara Whelan. Dara Whelan now soloing forward now for Turloughmore. Dara Whelan still going forward. This will be a good score, but he's half hooked, and that one is going to go wide. He was under incessant pressure there from the Sarsfields men, but just not going the way of Turlough at the moment. Obviously a good move, well caught by Tom Kirk, off to Dara Whelan, but good pressure by the Sarsfields men.
Yeah, great pressure, but just not happening. They're not getting the breaks now, to be fair, like, because everything's going Sarsfields' way, but like typical Sarsfields, they're doing the right thing with the ball. Here's another launch one down in around Kevin Cooney.
In towards the full forward, and it's going to break. Is it going to be won by the Turloughmore man or the Sarsfields man? It's going to be won by by Ronan Murphy. Ronan Murphy gets the ball out the field, and eventually Turlough work the ball out towards Tom Kirk. Tom Kirk is on the ball. He's been busy in the game. He hand passes the ball forward, or backwards I should say, towards Kevin Hussey. He decides to go along with that one up to Sean Lennon. Lennon across the field to Tom Kirk, and Tom Kirk is going to go for a score from the middle of the field. It'll be a super effort if it goes over the bar. He has got the distance. He's also got the accuracy. He puts it over the bar. Really good score, and he's been prominent in the game when it's come into it. And a good score by Tom Kirk.
Yeah, they brought him out around the middle to try to get something going. They're playing one short inside, and he got major scores against Thomas the last day. Looks unorthodox, but hard enough to mark.
Yeah, 10 points to 3. The goalkeeper goes long with this one, and it's going to be a free for Sarsfields for the foul there on Darren Murphy. Judges Liam Gordon. The man who made the foul was Mark Murphy, and it's going to be a free in, and Niall Morrissey will stand over the free again, and it should be another tap over score for Morrissey with 23 minutes played here. But there is a big wind advantage, but it's probably not telling the story that Sarsfields have been by far and away the dominant side so far in this game. They lead by 10 points to 3. 23 minutes played as Niall Morrissey stands over the free for his side, and Niall Morrissey makes no mistake. It's over the bar. That's another point for Niall Morrissey. Point number 4 from the place ball, and again the 8-point lead is built up again at 11 points to 3.
Yeah, Niall, they are dictating the pace. Like Sarsfields are nice and relaxed, doing the right things with the ball, whereas Turlough are working hard and working the extra man and working the extra pass, but it's breaking down, and they're kind of shaky enough doing it. Just isn't working for them.
The ball is won by Dahi Burke from the puck out towards Sean Lennon, but he took the extra touch there, and Niall Quinn just gets the ball flicked away from Sean Lennon, but Lennon does well to retrieve the situation out towards Tom Kirk. Kirk comes inside his man, goes across the field. He's on an advantage here. That's Kevin Hussey. Kevin Hussey is on the 45-metre line. Kevin Hussey goes for a score, but it goes in towards Barry Callan, but it's taken down by the goalkeeper Kieran Dolan. And Kieran Dolan has looked at John Cooney out this side of the field, but that ball just goes a bit too far away. Up towards Michael Morris, comes off his hurler. Will it keep it in play? Morris flicks it away from John Cooney. Morris goes down to try and pick the ball up, and he did really well there, Michael Morris, coming out from the cornerback position, and he's fouled there surely. He is fouled coming out. The referee says play on for the moment, and in fairness to Michael Morris, he did really well there because he was under pressure from John Cooney.
Yeah, and the ref gave the advantage to Turlough the time before and didn't no advantage at all. He just put it wide, so you wouldn't know what. But it is definitely a foul here. Morris did well to tap that ball back and get onto it again. He's a tough bit of stuff, but like these corner forwards are tricky. Murphy and O'Regan, they're good players and they're tricky players, and Kevin Cooney can do the impossible at times. Kevin is switching out now and having a chat, but they'll switch themselves like. Yeah,
Jamie Holland will take the free for Turloughmore. He goes down this side of the field. It's gone the distance, I think, and that one is it going to be kept in play? It's not. That's going to be wide number 5 now for Turloughmore, and that one from Jamie Holland. The goalkeeper is Kieran Dolan.
Yeah, Kevin Cooney's moved out to the half-hour line. See, Sarsfields are winning the puckouts lately. You know, this guy is going underneath them. This is a long one.
Long puck out up towards Darren Murphy and Morris, and brilliantly taken by Morris again. We were just talking about him. He's really settled into the game for Turloughmore. He gets the ball off towards Dara Whelan, but he loses position. He tries to go down on it at the second attempt. He does do so. He's on the ball. He hand passes it forward again to Dahi Burke. Didn't anticipate the hand pass, I think. The hand pass goes back towards Killian Whelan. Killian Whelan is on the ball. Killian Whelan looks upfield. He doesn't have too many options, and eventually it's picked up by Sean Lennon, but it's all very tight from a Turloughmore perspective. He's hooked there, but eventually it reaches Jamie Holland. Jamie Holland in space. Jamie Holland is going to go short again, out towards Kevin Hussey. Back to Jamie Holland again. It's kind of like a football style that Turlough are playing, as that ball goes forward towards Dara Whelan. Dara Whelan and Darren Morrissey battling for possession. It's the Sarsfields man who has it. He gets the ball across the field to Niall Quinn, and he goes short enough out towards Alex Kinnear in space. Kinnear will probably go along with this one, and he does go along in towards the full forward line. It should be Ronan Burke's ball. Ronan Burke will be under this ball, and Ronan Burke has the ball in his hand. Ronan Burke decides to go this side of the field out towards Sean Lennon. Lennon has got support from Sean O'Hanlon outside him if he sees him, but he gets away from the Sarsfields man. Gets the ball off to Mark Murphy. There's a Sarsfields man down injured over the far side of the field. That ball is half intercepted again, and eventually Lennon gets the ball forward towards Sean O'Hanlon. O'Hanlon is going to go for a score from standing on the sideline. Sean O'Hanlon in towards the goals, but this one is wide again. But a lot of the play from Turloughmore, they're doing an awful lot of hand passing, but not getting too far, sir.
No, and the crowd here are getting frustrated because like, they're at them to hit the ball, but that's not their style. Like they're working the sharp ball, and I suppose you have to stick to the process if you have that process, and they have. That's what they're doing. Two people down here, and I think it's Sean Lennon. I
think it might be Darren Murphy over on the far side of the field, but it gives us a break. 27 minutes played here. Turloughmore have 3 points on the board. Sarsfields have 11 points on the board. There's 8 points between them, and there was 8 points and no score at one stage, but it's now obviously 11 points to 3. But the men from Sarsfields will be happy enough the way things are going, even though that wind is there. Of course, the other game in this group should be near half time. We were a bit late starting here due to the other game. It's 3-9 now to Clarenbridge, 10 points to St Thomas's. Clarenbridge have struck for 3 goals there, and that's a big lead for them now, 3-9 to 10 points.
Yeah, 3 goals is a great score anytime, like, and it stretches the lead for them.
Yeah, it sure does. Kevin Hines is on the ball now for his side. Kevin Hines goes forward for Sarsfields. He goes for a score from way out the field. He's got the distance. He's also got the accuracy. He puts it over the bar. He's the third of the Sarsfields defenders to score, and they've got 4 points from their defence.
Yeah, they're playing that long ball now. There is a strong breeze, but see, Turlough have pulled back, and Turlough are still playing it short, and the crowd here are going to go wild.
Mark Murphy is on it. Mark Murphy decides to go across the field towards Barry Callan. Callan and Morrissey battling for position, and Callan is on the ball. He loses possession, tries to flick it back towards Sean Loftus. Loftus tries to pick the ball up, but he's under pressure, and Niall Quinn, I think, is just to have played the hurl there or something, but it's going to be a free in anyway, and it's a free in for Turloughmore, and it'll be a chance for them to reduce the deficit again to that 8-point ball game with about 28 minutes gone here in the second half, or in the first half I should say. We're coming up towards the half time, but it's Sarsfields who have that substantial lead of 12 points to 3, as Sean Loftus, the sun is in his eyes as he looks to take this free for his side. He's got 1 point from the place ball so far for Turloughmore. A chance for him to score his second point of the day.
He still get that one now because he's a natural free taker and a good hurler. I know the sun is in his eyes, but he should tip it over.
Here comes Sean Loftus with the free. Sean Loftus in towards the goals. He's got the accuracy. He puts it over the bar. That's point number 4 now for Turloughmore, and it means that it's 12 points to 4 as the goalkeeper Kieran Dolan gets ready to take the puck out. Dolan, vastly experienced, as we said. He's the goalkeeper when Sarsfields last won the county championship. He gets the ball forward, and eventually this is Niall Quinn that's going to go for point number 3 from out the field, but it goes in towards the goals, and this one is going to go wide, and that's the 4th wide for Sarsfields. Turloughmore have struck 6 as Mark Fahey gets the ball in his hand. He's looking for support. He gave a hand signal there. I'm not quite sure who it was to, but it's 12 points to 4, 29 minutes almost having been played here, as he decides now he has to go along with that one, looking for Sean Annan on this side of the field. Sean Annan is on the ball. Sean Annan tries to take the ball forward. He does take it forward. He goes across the field looking towards Barry Callan. Callan went up that left hand, but it's going to break into the path of Joseph Cooney. Joseph Cooney coming away from centre half back. Hand pass the ball forward to the brother. That's Kevin. He's on an advantage. Kevin Cooney comes inside his man. He's fouled there, and that's going to be a free in. And this is a chance here to extend the lead again. But I suppose from a Turlough perspective, it was thou shalt not pass there for Kevin Cooney, because his hurl was just pulled there by the Turloughmore man.
Look at the sidestep he has, even from midfield, like the pace. Like, this guy is a talent if he can be tapped. I'm talking about the county setup. He's worth his place because, like, he's just different. Took them on there, waltzed through them left and right, jink, just kind of a natural jink. You don't see it much now, but he's breaking through the lines now. They've brought him out the field, so here's Morrissey should score this one again.
It's 3-10 to 11 points at half time in the other game. Clarenbridge lead their opponents, the county champions St Thomas's, by 8 points at half time as Niall Morrissey takes the free. Niall Morrissey has put the ball wide. He'll be disappointed with that one. That was a chance there to extend the lead, 12 points to 4, and that's a wide for him. I think he had the last wide as well.
Doesn't usually miss him, to be fair, though.
No, he doesn't usually miss them. 8 points between them now as we come up towards half time. The 30 minutes have been played. I think we'll have 2 minutes additional time. I think that was signalled by the HR. As Mark Fahey takes the puck out, he goes to this side of the field again. We just have to move slightly, but it's taken by Alex Kinnear out of the air. Alex Kinnear gets on the ball. He goes in towards that full forward line again. It's going to break in towards Darren Murphy. Murphy's out in front of his man. Murphy's under pressure though, and it's going to be picked up by Michael Morris. Michael Morris now for Turlough comes away from the corner back position. Michael Morris tries to flick the ball forward, and Michael Morris still going forward. Gets it off to Tom Quirk. Tom Quirk back to Killian Whelan. Whelan out towards Lenan, and eventually, should I say, O'Hanlon. That ball goes long in towards Barry Callan. Barry's out in front of his man. He's going to go for a score. It'll be a good point if it goes over the bar from Barry Callan in towards the goals, but this one is going to go wide as well, and they'll be disappointed with that one. That's another wide for Turlough, and while Sarsfields have been dominant, Turlough have struck 7 wides.
Yeah, you'll often find just a minute or two before half time, the score or two you get before half time can be vital.
Yeah, puck out goes long. Up they go forward. It's going to break into the path of Kevin Cooney, is it? But he's under pressure from Dahi Burke. Dahi Burke tries to come forward. He's fouled, and that's going to be a free out to the Turloughmore man at centre half back. 12 points to 4. 31 minutes played here. Jamie Holland stands over the free for his side. He's been told to come back slightly with this free, but we have 31 minutes and 10 seconds played. We have about 50 seconds to go here before the referee Liam Gordon will blow for half time here. 8 points between them. He goes to the far side of the field looking for a Fergal Moore over there. Fergal Moore and Darren Morrissey battling for possession. The ball is going to be picked up by Niall Quinn, is it? It's not. It's going to be picked up possibly by Darren Morrissey. He's fouled though, and that's going to be a free out, and the free out is to Sarsfields. And Kevin Hines is interested in hitting this one, I'd say, from the full back line. Or is he going to leave it? He's going to leave it towards Joseph Cooney. And Joseph Cooney will launch this one long, I'd say, as we come up with about 20 seconds to go, Cyril, to half-time.
Yeah, he'll launch it down here long, because if it breaks down up here, Niall, it's a mile away from goal. It's like, he's looking up now. There's no one to hit it, but I still think he'll go long.
Joseph Cooney takes the free, and he does go long, and he drives it in towards the full forward line, up towards the 20-metre line. Up they go forward, and it's that man Dahi Burke who tries to come away, but he loses possession though, and it's going to break towards Kenneth Cooney. Kenneth Cooney tries to get there. Ian Fox is also there, as is Mark Murphy, and it's Mark Murphy who comes away with the ball for Turloughmore. The 2 minutes of additional time have been played. Murphy still going forward now for Turloughmore. He plays the ball off the ground. He's under pressure over there, and it's going to be picked up by Kevin Cooney. Kevin Cooney comes inside his man. Kevin Cooney soloing forward now for Sarsfields. Hand pass the ball off towards Niall Morrissey, but it's taken by Dahi Burke. Dahi Burke out towards Barry Callan, off to Dahi Burke. Dahi Burke off to Tom Quirk. Tom Quirk tries to dodge inside his man, gets the shoulders there, it's straight in the line from though, and he gets the ball across the field to Sean Loftus. This would be a good score for Turlough before half time if Sean Loftus puts it over the bar. He does put it over the bar. A well worked move by Sean Loftus, or by Turloughmore, and it's put over the bar by Sean Loftus. It's half time, Cyril, 12 points to 5, but that's a good score by Turlough. One they needed.
Yeah, it's a great, like, with that time now the sharp passing worked, like, you know, and they got a great score. They're back in the game. They're 7 points down. It's not that big of a lead with that strong breeze, but like Sarsfields have dictated the pace, but a lot has gone wrong for Turloughmore with the sharp ball. But that's their game, and I don't know when to change it. I can't see Freddie Ford change it. They'll keep it going the same. They'll keep at the same process the whole time and stick to it. Like, it's still a nice game. You know, the pitch is lovely condition. Okay, there's a breeze out there, and there's a fair sun for the goalie we call it the town end.
Yeah, it's half time here. It's at 12 points for Sarsfields, Turloughmore 5 points. Sarsfields had wind advantage in that first half, but Turlough struck 7 wides to Sarsfields 5. It was 8 points to no score after 14 minutes before, in the closing period of that game, Turlough struck 5 points as opposed to Sarsfields 4, and in the end, at half time, there is 7 between them at half time. Turloughmore with 5 points on the board, Sarsfields with 12 points. Yeah, you're welcome back here to Kenny Park, or to Kenny Park. We're used to. We'll be there tomorrow, of course, for the intermediate semi-finals. There's a big game going on in Kenny Park, obviously, with St. Thomas's and Clarenbridge. And Thomas's will be disappointed, still, obviously, to lose the last day, but they're 8 points down at half time, so they'll have a bit to do against Clarenbridge today as well.
Yeah, well, we just kind of hear through the grapevine that Fintan Burke isn't playing now. I don't know if that's correct or not, but like they are running short of players, like Clarenbridge would have an abundance of players. But like even here in Ireland, it's a good game. I'm not saying anyone are trying to lose it, they're not, they're trying to win, but it's not the same as a knockout game. It doesn't feel the same. Now, maybe I'm completely wrong, but I still think Thomas, if they left off the likes of, say, Fintan Burke because injured, they're trying to time, they're trying to get lads back for the next day if they can. Now, that's the way it is because, strictly speaking, it's all about the next day. But like at the moment, like Sarsfields are up 7 points, whereas at half time, Mellors are only up 3 against Portumna. And like Portumna got a fortuitous goal, brought them right back into it. Turlough want to get a few points early on because if they don't, Sarsfields will put away again.
Yeah, they've given a free away here straight away from the throw-in, 12 points to 5. But we were just talking off air as well that whoever gets to the quarter final, everyone is used to playing every second week now. You could be off for 4 to 5 weeks without a game, which mightn't be ideal either in one sense.
No, and it could be 5 weeks before anyway. And like it's hard enough, like you have to gauge your training and kind of, maybe give a break to fellas. Now this is a free for Morrissey for Sarsfields, a throw in, and the funny thing is the throw in now, Niall, if you pull it on, it's nearly a free. So that's what Turlough did, and it's a free to Sarsfields straight away.
Niall Morrissey makes no mistake, he puts it over the bar, and that's a point for Niall Morrissey. He's 5th of the day, he's first in the second half, and that puts them 13 points to 5 up, 8 between them. We have a minute gone in the second half. The puck out is taken by Mark Fahey out towards Kevin Hussey, back to Michael Morris. Mikey Morris looks upfield and then decides to go long. Turlough have a sub on as that ball goes long. Aaron O'Shaughnessy is in for Turloughmore as they come on the attack with Dara Whelan, tries to hand pass the ball off towards Fergal Moore. Fergal Moore has it, this could be the goal chance off to Barry Callan, but he just drops it out of his hand there as he was about to break through on goal, and eventually it's picked up by Darren Morrissey. Morrissey goes out to wing forward, or to wing back towards Niall Quinn, and Quinn first times the ball down the field, but Turlough have numbers back there. One of those is Kevin Hussey trying to pick the ball up. He's under a bit of pressure there, and it breaks back to Michael Morris, who's seen a lot of the ball and he's been prominent for Turloughmore in this game. Gets the ball out towards Mark Murphy, who just has to stretch a bit to get on the ball. He does well, Mark Murphy flicks the ball forward towards Killian Whelan. Whelan is moving forward now from the cornerback position where he started. He's up now in the half forward line at this particular stage. Killian Whelan is on the ball. He goes back the field towards Mark Murphy. Mark Murphy has it. Mark Murphy hand passes the ball back further towards Jamie Holland, and Holland is going to go for a score from out on the sideline with that wind. He launches it in towards the goals, but it's going to go wide, and that's the first wide of the second half. But Turloughmore have Aaron O'Shaughnessy on. Not quite sure who went off at half time for Turloughmore, but they have made a change as that puck out is going to come, and the puck out is going to come from the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper is Kieran Dolan. He's quite content to take his time with this one.
Turlough are pushing up on the puck out, so that means he's going long.
Yeah, he does go long over to the far side of the field. It's going to break into the path of Jamie Holland. Jamie Holland is on the ball. Holland has got a man in support, but Holland is fouled there, and that's going to be a free, and the free will be to the men of Turloughmore.
Yeah, Holland, he's calling back. Is he calling back Loftus?
I think it's Sean Loftus that's coming out to take it. Yeah, Sean Loftus is the man that's coming to take it. I think it might be Sean O'Hanlon that's gone off the Turloughmore team. I just have to confirm that. It could be Sean O'Hanlon might be the man that's gone off for Turloughmore. Not quite sure is that an injury for Sean O'Hanlon. There's 8 between them anyway. It's 13 points to 5. Aaron O'Shaughnessy is the man who has come on at half time as Sean Loftus comes out to take this free for his side. He's got 3 points so far, 2 frees and 1 from play. There's 8 between them. 2 minutes into the second half. He's wind aided in the second half as well as Sean Loftus goes along with that one in towards the goals. He makes no mistake. He puts it between the posts, and Sean Loftus gets Turloughmore's first score of the second half, and now it's 13 points to 6, and a good score there from the long range free throw.
Yeah, well taken. Like, and it wasn't an easy one now. Like, and they'd want to start eating into the, 2 or 3 of a shot. Really great puck out by Dolan. It's a funny thing now. Like the breeze isn't stopping the puck out. It's going long.
Yeah, it sure isn't. And it's picked up by Dahi Burke. Dahi Burke comes away now, hand passes the ball forward, but it's intercepted by Cathal Dillon. And I think, I'm not sure Teddy the ref had the whistle blown firstly for a foul possibly on Mark Murphy before actually the foul came on Cathal Dillon. So we'll see this now in a second, whether it's going to be a Turloughmore free or a Sarsfields free, or is he going to throw the ball in, sir? We're not quite sure.
Not sure now. His indications, I don't know, is he going to do either? What he's going to do. Like Murphy was fouled first, and then there was a Sarsfield that's taken out when the high ball came, so be interesting.
Yeah, there's a Turloughmore man, or is it a Sarsfields man that's down injured? It is the Sarsfields man that's being looked at. It's 13 points to 6, 7 between them here. 4 minutes into the second half. Nice, decent crowd here, it must be said, in Duggan Park in Ballinasloe for today's game. Of course, your own team, Cyril, Tommy Larkins in action tomorrow. You
Yeah.
had a good win last time out, so a big game tomorrow, obviously, in the championship for against Capitagle.
Yeah, we'll be competitive if we have everyone, Niall. It's just like any of the small clubs, like when we run into injuries, we're in trouble. But yeah, Cappy are hard to beat. We get it hard to beat them. Like they've been around the block for a good while, and they're still they're very steady. Have some very good forwards. You know, Mannion is playing very well. The two young Collinses. Now we'd have Jason Flynn and these fellas. Conor Garner, a great game the last day. Rona Murphy up front, and the back you have Carl Tui full back and McHugh centre back. They're kind of rallying the defence. Like we have a good run, and it's great to keep. Like it's great for the area for just to keep it going. Like okay, we'd love to win. It's a throw in, Niall.
Yeah, it is a throw-in. Sean Loftus was the man that Turloughmore had down injury. The ball is thrown in. It's picked up by the Turloughmore man. It's picked up by Loftus. He's recovered, but he's hooked superbly there by Alex Kinnear. But he's on the ball again. Sean Loftus. He looks upfield. He tries to flick the ball forward towards Kevin Hussey, into the hand of Kevin Hussey. Kevin Hussey has the ball. Kevin Hussey's got a runner inside and Dahi Burke, but Kevin Hussey is soloing forward now. He's still going for it. He's caught the ball twice. Kenneth Cooney put him under pressure. Off towards Barry Callan. Barry Callan tries to win the ball, but he loses it. It's picked up by Alex Kinnear, and Kinnear decides I'm going to go along with that one in towards the full back line, or the full forward line, but it's the full back, and the full back is Ronan Burke, who's in position, and Ronan Burke has the ball now for Turlough, who goes across the field towards Mark Fahey. Mark Fahey has it. Mark Fahey looks upfield, and Mark Fahey was going to go along with this one, is he? He is going to go along with a long puck. He's going to go for a score from out the field. Mark Fahey high in towards the goals. He's got the distance, but this one goes wide, and we saw the Tommy Larkins goalkeeper Aina Murphy score a point from play in the last game that he played, and we just thought that Mark Fahey might have come up with one as well.
He tried it, yeah. Like it shows you that the breeze is strong. They're able to get it from outside, but like it isn't stopping. Dolan's puck out is very good as well here.
Yeah, it goes up towards the half-forward line there, and it's going to be picked up by a Turloughmore man trying to come out of defence. I just can't see in front of me here as Kevin Hussey is on the ball. Kevin Hussey comes away from his one. He's fouled by Kenneth Cooney, and that's going to be a free, and the free is to Turloughmore, and it's Sean Loftus who comes from the half-forward line again. Clarenbridge, there's another goal in the Clarenbridge Thomas's game. It's 4-12 now to 1-14. So that's 24 points to 17, the 7 between them, as Sean Loftus comes out to take the free.
There was kind of a lazy free there because like the Turloughmore man was running out, he had nowhere to go now, and he was going to, he'd nowhere to hit it. Kind of a lazy tackle, and then it's a free out. Now again, Loftus is a good bit out, but he's capable of getting it, but he's a long, long way out.
Sean Loftus with the free, 6 minutes into the second half, 13 points to 6. He scored one from the far side from a similar distance not so long ago, but he probably will have the distance here. Will he have the accuracy? I suppose that's what he'll be looking at as he stands over this free. Sean Loftus with the free for Turloughmore. He has got the distance, but has he got the accuracy? He hasn't, and he'll be another wide for Turloughmore. That's 10 wides now for Turloughmore. Sarsfields have struck 5. We have 13 points to 6 on the scoreboard.
I think he knew straight away, Niall, there. He could hear the top of the hurl. He kind of knew himself that he hadn't hit it correct.
Yeah, puck out goes towards Ian Fox, and Ian Fox puts up the hand, drops it, but it's time to go back for the Schlitzer, and he decides to launch it long in towards Mark O'Regan. O'Regan and the Turloughmore man Michael Hodden were battling, or Michael Morris were battling for possession there, and the ball is going to be picked up by O'Regan. It is, and Regan has it. Regan goes out the field towards Darren Murphy. Darren Murphy decides to go for a score, and Darren Murphy high in towards the goals, and Darren Murphy over the bar, and that's the first score for Darren Murphy in this game, and it's a point for Sarsfields. 14 points to 6. Good score by Darren Murphy.
Yeah, he's fast. He's a tricky customer. Took his score. Like that's the one thing that Sarsfields done. That when the score is on, they're taking it. As opposed to come back into the game, Turlough need a goal really to liven up the game, because it's kind of Turlough or Sarsfields are tipping the point away, and Turlough creating an odd one. But like you need a goal to liven up the whole scene here.
Yeah, Mark Fahey with the puck out now for Turloughmore, and Mark Fahey decides I'm just going to go along with that one, and he launches it in towards the full forward line. Tom Quirk just got an opportune little push, I think, in the back there from Kevin Hines. As that ball came in, it breaks towards Niall Quinn out to Ian Fox, and Hines showed all his experience there. That ball goes long in towards Kevin Cooney. He put out the right hand ball, but Ronan Burke is on the ball. Ronan Burke goes across towards the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper is Mark Fahey. Mark Fahey gets the ball out towards Kevin Hussey. Kevin Hussey looks upfield, and he decides to go to this side of the field looking for Aaron O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy's out in front of his man. Aaron O'Shaughnessy dodges inside his man. That's Kevin or Cahill Dillon. Aaron O'Shaughnessy has a chance for Turloughmore. He makes no mistake. He puts it over the bar. Good score by Aaron O'Shaughnessy. It's 14 points to 7, and it's a score from play that Turlough badly needed.
Yeah, they needed that. And he showed pace, took them on. Great score on his right side.
Yeah, that's his first score of the day. He played for GMIT in the Fitzgibbon Cup this year. As the goalkeeper, Kieran Dolan, gets ready to take the puck out. Kenneth Cooney has been replaced on the Sarsfields team as well. I think it's Jeffrey Lawless wearing number 11 who has come in for Sarsfields. As Dolan gets ready to take the puck out, we can see the sun is in his eyes. as he pucks that ball over towards this side of the field. They go up for it. John Cooney tries to win it for Sarsfields. It's going to break though, and it's going to be picked up. Is it by Jeffrey Lawless? It's going to break out to Alex Kinnear. He's the man who eventually picks it. Alex Kinnear soloing forward now. He's under pressure from Jamie Holland there, and eventually Turloughmore's Kevin Hussey does enough, and he's fouled, and that's going to be a free out and a chance here now. If Turlough can put this one over the bar, we're back to 6 points all of a sudden.
Yeah, like it's double scores it is, but they are eating a bit into it, like, and the flow is with them now. They're getting a few frees now. It's a long way out again, but like they are kind of stopping Sarsfields from getting the kind of nice easy scores.
Jamie Holland is the man who's going to take the free on this occasion for Turloughmore. 14 points to 7, 9 minutes into the second half.
This guy Niall is a very natural striker as well, a lovely kind of a hurler. Used to usually play centre back, but now midfield.
Jamie Holland goes for the score from out the field. He has got it. He's put it over the bar. Jamie Holland from the free, and that's back to a 6-point ball game. There was 8 in it at half time. Or there was 7 in it at half time. There was 8 in it before half time, but we're now back to a 6-point ball game, 14 points to 8, and Turlough will be happy enough with that. If they can get the next score with that wind, they'll be eating into that Sarsfields lead.
Yeah, they're slowly but surely. They're fighting their way back. At least they're playing a bit more direct in the first half.
Puck out comes to this side of the field, and it's taken by Dara Whelan. Dara Whelan gets the ball off towards Sean Loftus. Sean Loftus is on the ball now for Turloughmore. Loftus is going to go for a score from out the field. Sean Loftus high in towards the goals. Sean Loftus over the bar, and that's point number 5 for Sean Loftus, his second of the half. He's got 3 frees and 2 from play. Back to 5 points, 14 points to 9.
Lovely score on the run on his left side. Capable of doing that. Lovely hurler.
Kieran Dolan will take the puck out again, so the wind advantage is with Turlough in the second half, and as I said, they're eating into that lead now. The ball is pucked out to the far side of the field, and Dara Whelan tries to flick the ball forward, but it's picked up by John Cooney. John Cooney now tries to hand pass the ball off towards Niall Morrissey, but Whelan has it. Whelan gets the ball across towards Kevin Hussey. He can't pick it up though, and a chance here possibly for Niall Morrissey. He just gets a foul there, as Dara Whelan, I think, is the man that's been adjudged to have fouled the Sarsfields man there. I think he may just have played the hurley or something, but it's a free, and it just stops the momentum. Turlough had broken up that attack. They were about to go on the attack again. Stops that momentum, and it gives Niall Morrissey a chance here to stretch Sarsfields out to 6 in front again.
Yeah, he missed a flick, and then he kind of pulled back with the hurl, kind of a slap back, and just can't with that, and accepts the referee's decision. This should be another score for Morrissey and for Sarsfields.
Yeah, it sure is. It's 4-13 to 1-16 now in the other game in this particular group. That's 25-19, and that ball goes over the bar. Niall Morrissey makes no mistake, and that's 11 and a half minutes gone in the second half here, and that stretches them out to 15 points to 9. Niall Morrissey's 6th score, his second of this half, and that means now that there's 6 points between the sides again at 15 points to 9. Mark Fahey decides to go along with this one again, and it's route 1 for Turloughmore in this game, but Sarsfields have their big men under that ball. It's going to break the way to the path of Tom Quirk, and I think Kevin Hines is the man that's adjudged to have been fouled, and that's going to be a free out again. But Turlough, I think their policy from the puck outs in this half, sir, at the moment anyway, seems to be just go along as far as you can with it.
Yeah, well, they're going along, and the funny thing is, like, if you get loose up to our left here, and even the half back line, if you swing it fast back out to the wing back, they'll be careful to put it over, because they're a good bit up the field, and there is a fair breeze. Hines is all right, got a kind of a tap in the head, but this guy is experienced. They're like Morrissey and Hines and these, like, and Joseph Cooney, very, very settled, know what they're at. Niall Quinn back to his best position, wing back. These are the Sarsfields are really kind of going into a team. Have a few injuries, but they're great at kind of filling the gaps that they're missing.
Joseph Cooney takes the free up towards the brother. The brother is Kevin Cooney, and Kevin Cooney puts the shitter between the posts. That's a really good score by Kevin Cooney, and Joseph Cooney knew exactly what he was doing with that free. The puck out is taken quickly, but it's intercepted by Ian Fox. Ian Fox high, and Ian Fox puts that one wide, and he's just have been fouled by Sean Lennon, I think it is, and that's going to be a free in. And all of a sudden, Sarsfields get the point from Niall Morrissey initially, then the point from Kevin Cooney. Now they have a free again, and all of a sudden that lead could be back out to 8 points.
Yeah, it looks like that, because like they're going to punish this as well, like, in kind of a needless free again. They're doing Turlough are just kind of making mistakes. I know Sarsfields are tackling, and kind of in their face, like, but they're making mistakes that they usually wouldn't make.
The yellow card is to Sean Lennon, and it's going to be a free in, and Niall Morrissey is taking the free, and it's been brought in front of the goals for something that was said there, but it's a very scoreable free now for Niall Morrissey. He won't make any mistake with this one. He's right in front of the goals as he's getting ready to take the free. It's 16 points to 9. It'll be 17 points to 9 after this point, and that will put 8 between them again as Niall Morrissey stands over the free for his side.
Niall is so little in the goals, he'll be attempted to go for a goal, but he won't. He'll tap it over, stretch the lead again.
Turlough only have 3 in the goals. They are permitted to have 5 in goal, but they have only 3 in at the moment. But Niall Morrissey makes no mistake. He puts the sliotar between the posts. Point number 7 for Niall Morrissey. all from the place ball as this puck out goes to this side of the field. John Cooney's gone up for it, and John Cooney doesn't get the flick to it. Kevin Hussey does, and eventually Sarsfields win possession again, and Sarsfields coming forward. John Cooney fails to pick the ball up, and it's picked up by Jamie Holland. Jamie Holland now soloing forward for his side. Jamie Holland has got a runner in space. That's Dara Whelan. He's got another man inside. That's Aaron O'Shaughnessy. Aaron O'Shaughnessy has the ball. Dahi Burke's on the far side of the field. Can he see him? He tries to pick him out, but there's a Turloughmore man gone down off the ball, and I didn't see what happened there. Dara Whelan has gone down.
Tackle off the ball.
Tackle off the ball. I think it's at Alex Kinnear. There could be in a bit of bother here, but Aaron O'Shaughnessy was going through, and I think the book is out again. It looks as if Alex Kinnear or Niall Quinn that could be about to pick up a yellow card, sir.
I'd say it's hard to know. I think it's
Alex Kinnear actually picks up the yellow card there.
He
I was following the flight of the ball.
He was making sure that the pass wasn't going to come in the inside. He just took the man out like a third man tackle in football. He took one for the team.
Yeah, it's a free in and it's a scoreable one for Sean Loftus. He'll tap this one over the bar, but if Aaron O'Shaughnessy had been able to get the ball off towards Dahi Burke, who was running through on the far side, he was half hooked, so that didn't accrue, so it results in a free in, and the free in is to Turloughmore, and a chance here for the Turloughmore men to just get their 10th point of the game. We have 14 minutes gone in the second half as Sean Loftus stands over the free. It should be one he'll be able to
probably
put
tap it
between
over
the posts, you would think.
He could be tempted to go for goal, but he won't. He'll tap it over and bring it back to 7 points, I'd say.
Barry McDonough could be about to see action for Turloughmore as well, as Sean Loftus stands over this free on the 20-metre line, and Sean Loftus puts the shitter between the posts. Point number 6 now for Sean Loftus. It's 17 points to 10 as Kieran Dolan takes his time with the puck out, the vastly experienced goalkeeper for the Sarsfields men.
Yeah,
7 between them.
They're settling down against Sarsfields. They're kind of, they're not running down the clock, but not too fussy about being fast either.
The ball goes this side of the field, and it's picked up by John Cooney, and Liam Gordon, the referee, just has to duck there for fear he gets hit, but John Cooney gets the ball in towards Mark O'Regan. O'Regan tries to go back the field, but he only plays it towards Sean Lannan. Sean Lannan has found himself in ocean of space now for Turloughmore, and he gets the ball forward towards Barry Callan. Barry is trying to win possession. Dara Whelan also tries to win it, but a number of players are battling for it. It's Niall Quinn who tries to come away with the ball for Sarsfields. 2 Turloughmore one beside him there, and the ball is going to be picked up by Tom Kirk, is it? Tom Kirk has the ball in his hand. Tom Kirk goes back to Jamie Holland, and from the sideline Jamie Holland goes for a score. They're not quite sure where it is as that ball goes in towards the goals, and the sun is really, really strong there, but Joseph Cooney and Kieran Dolan guided out wide. 11 wides for Turloughmore, and while we've been saying Sarsfields have been dominant, Turlough have struck 11 wides as opposed to 5 now for Sarsfields.
Yeah, they have a lot of play, but again, they're taking the wrong options. Even there, they could have shot on their own from outside without running into cul-de-sacs, and then they hit the heater under pressure.
Yeah, it's at level, I think, now between Thomas's and Clarenbridge. St. Thomas's are back in business. 2-19 for St. Thomas's, 4-13 for Clarenbridge. That's a major turnaround in the second half, as that puck out is taken towards Kevin Hines, and Kevin Hines goes long with that one in towards Kevin Cooney, but eventually Rona Burke tries to come away with it. Rona Burke is on the ball. Rona Burke tries to get away from his man, gets the ball across the field towards Dahi Burke. Dahi Burke goes back to the goalkeeper Mark Fahey, and Mark Fahey decides to look upfield, and Mark Fahey does look upfield, but there's an extra St. Thomas or Sarsfields man back there. That's Joseph Cooney, and he's brilliant at sweeping back in defence, and Joseph Cooney tries to come away from Fergal Moore. Joseph Cooney just makes the space to flick the ball forward, but Turlough have numbers there, and one of those is Sean Lannan, and when Sean go for a score, he won't. He'll hand pass the ball forward to Aaron McDonough. He'll surely go for a score, or Aaron O'Shaughnessy, I should say. He launches the ball in towards the goals. That's point number 2, is it? No, it's not. It's gone wide. It's wide number 12, would you believe it? But going back to that St. Thomas's game, sides level, 2-19 to 4-13.
Yeah, I don't know. They were saying around here that Thomas's could be dead. You write them off.
They're gone in front, actually, would you believe it, for the first time in that game now, by a point, which is a big. They were 8 points down, and suddenly now they're in front. Write them off with your pearl, as you say, as that ball goes to this side of the field. That obviously would change the permutations this group as well, as the ball is picked up by Jamie Holland. Jamie Holland has got a runner in Dahi Burke. Dahi Burke soloing forward now. Dahi Burke, the Galway captain, goes for a score, and Dahi Burke shows leadership qualities for Turloughmore. He was the captain when they got to the county final 2 years ago. He makes no mistake. He puts the ball between the posts. It's 17 points to 11.
Yeah, he took the right option. He didn't kind of pussyfoot around it. He broke up from the centre back, took a hand pass and straight over the bar. They need more of that.
Matthew Tarpey is coming in now for Turloughmore as well. 17 points to 11. Another young player. He's coming into the full back line. He's picking up Darren Murphy in there, and I think it's Killian Whelan that's coming off the Turloughmore team with 6 points between them. Sarsfields 17 points, Turloughmore 11 points. The puck out goes to the far side of the field, and it's going to be picked up by Sarsfields man, is it? Darren Murphy tries to go down it. He's under pressure over there from a number of Turloughmore men, and eventually there's players on both sides battling for possession there. Jeffrey Lawless has the ball now for Sarsfields. He hand passed the ball forward, but he hand passes it to a Turloughmore man, and it's Sean Lannan who has it, and Sean Lannan just tries to get that ball in towards the full forward line. Fergal Moore and Hines battling for possession. The two old stagers, we'll call them. They mightn't like saying that, but they're the vastly experienced players, and this team, and they're battling away, and it's great to see them out there as Sarsfields come away with it. With Joseph Cooney tries to come away from defence, but he's lost possession. He looked to be fouled there, and it's going to be a free in, and it's a Turloughmore who won possession. Probably should have been a free out to Sarsfields, possibly, but it wasn't given. The upshot is it's going to be a free in, and the free in is to Turloughmore, and we could be back to 17 points as well of a 5-point ball game.
Yeah, Joseph Cooney feel aggrieved there because he felt he was being fouled. He was being fouled, coming out, got no free, and the next thing then there's a free back in. Now, it was a free in, but it was also a free out for us.
Yeah, the free in has been given, and it's a chance here now for the men of Turloughmore to bring this back to a 5-point ball game. It's 17 points to 11. This could be 17 points to 12, but Joseph Cooney is the man who's down injured, and
it's all right if he hasn't pulled the calf muscle.
Yeah, he seems to be kind of egregious. If you look at his face there, it looks as if he's may have pulled something, but I'd say it'll take a good bit for Joseph Cooney to come off this team, I'd say.
Yeah, he won't want it. He's a leader, he's the real leader of that Sarsfields squad, and he hopefully he's all right. He is too.
Yeah, I'd say he'll be okay. It's 17 points to 11. We have 10.5 minutes of normal time to go here as Sean Loftus stands over the free.
He's a big man, Niall, isn't he?
Yeah, Joseph Cooney, huge man. Had a great year for Galway this year as well.
Yeah.
Vice captain of the team. And
best year ever.
Yeah, played a super year for Galway in the championship as Sean Loftus stands over the free here. And Sean Loftus puts the shitter between the posts. That's point number 7 for Lofty. He's got 5 frees and 2 from play. And we're back to 5 points against 17 points to 12 with 10 minutes to go. Delicately poised now.
Yeah, the next score or two for Turlough are vital, because if Sarsfields can go up and get even a point, it's back again. They're doing that all day. And you'd have to say Kieran Dolan is driving great balls against the breeze. Long.
Puck out goes long, and Dahi Burke is underneath it, and Dahi surged into the game, gets the ball off to Matthew Tarpey. Matthew Tarpey goes across the field, but is it going to evade the sweeper? It is, and out comes Kevin Hines and Fergal Moore battling possession. It's picked up by Barry Callan. Barry Callan has the ball for Turloughmore, back to Jamie Holland. Jamie Holland with a chance to bring Turlough back to within 4 points. Jamie Holland high but wide by Jamie Holland. 13 wides for Turloughmore as opposed to 5 for Sarsfields. 6 wides in this second half for Turlough. Sarsfields haven't struck any wide, and ultimately that's a big difference between the sides.
That was a score that could have been it was a lovely pass back, and the clear shot went off wide, so it's a let off for Sarsfields.
Kieran Dolan goes to the far side of the field looking for Alex Kinnear. Kinnear puts up that hand, but he's under pressure over there from Mark Murphy. He has the shitter in his hand. Aaron O'Shaughnessy is also there from a Turloughmore perspective. Cathal Dillon looks to try and win it, and the ball goes out over the line, and the linesman indicates that it's a Sarsfields ball over on the far side of the field. We have 9 minutes of normal time to go. 17 points to 12 with the wind blowing in the favour of the team in black and white. That's at Turloughmore in this second half. It was 12 points to 5 at half time. It's now 17 points to 12. With both sides battling for supremacy here, and the supremacy has been with the Sarsfields men throughout this game as Niall Morrissey looks across towards Niall Quinn, but Turlough have the ball with Kevin Hussey, and this is a chance here now for Sean Lennon. Sean Lennon has a chance for a point for Turloughmore from out the field. Sean Lennon high in towards the goals, and Sean Lennon wide again. 14 wides we count up now for Turloughmore, which is a huge amount of wides, and while Sarsfields have looked impressive, Cyril, the wides tally is huge. 14 points to 5 in wides.
Turloughmore, again, that was a clean shot for Sean Lennon. Here's a fast puck out
towards Oisin Kane, and Oisin Kane is on it. Oisin Kane comes inside his man, and Oisin Kane goes across the field looking for Darren Murphy. Murphy puts up the hand, it comes out of it. He's under pressure from Jamie Holland over there. Jamie Holland and Matthew Tarpey battling for Turloughmore, but it's the Turloughmore youngster who has it. Matthew Tarpey gets the ball forward towards Barry McDonough. Barry McDonough on the ball, off towards Sean Lennon. Lennon and Joseph Cooney battling possession. The ball comes off Joseph Cooney over there and goes out over the line. It's a line ball to Turloughmore, and Sean Lennon is going to leave it, is he, to possibly Aaron O'Shaughnessy. He's going to hit it, but Jamie Holland is quite adept at these. O'Shaughnessy takes it quickly, and it just about gets it towards Jamie Holland, off towards Barry McDonough. McDonough going forward for score. Barry McDonough high, and McDonough over the bar. A point for McDonough, a point for Turloughmore. We're back to a 4-point ball game, and Barry McDonough, wearing number 18, is the man who puts it over the bar, and it's now 13 points for Turloughmore, 17 points for Sarsfields, and the puck out is going to come from Kieran Dolan as the Turlough crew get behind their team. He goes to this side of the field again looking for John Cooney. He was the out ball last time. Cooney tries to win it. He's under pressure, and the ball is going to break in the middle of the field. John Cooney is battling for possession, but it's picked up by Barry Callan, who's gone deep for Turloughmore. Barry Callan back to Matthew Tarpey in space. Matthew Tarpey hand passes the ball off towards Dahi Burke, and he does superbly well to win it. Dahi Burke forward towards McDonough again, who flicks the ball off to Sean Lennon. Lennon now for Turloughmore, flicks the ball off the ground. He's still going forward. He gets inside his man. Sean Lennon still going forward for Turloughmore, but he's under pressure there. He loses possession, but he picks it again. He's on the 20-metre line. He's under serious pressure. Lennon is still going forward. He deserves a score with this. What a score by Sean Lennon. He went through a mountain of Sarsfields men there. He puts it over the bar. He's had a couple of wides, but it didn't dent his confidence. He kept going and going and going. He puts it over the bar. 17 points to 14.
How did he get through there at all? He has really lifted the Turlough crowd now.
3 between them. 17 points to
7
14.
minutes to go.
There was 8 points between them a minute into the second half when Sarsfields pointed from Niall Morrissey free. We're down to a 3-point ball game now. That ball is won by Alex Kinnear again. Kinnear is on the ball. Kinnear has the ball for Sarsfields. Kinnear is still going forward now. He's met space to go for a score here. It should be a point for Alex Kinnear. It is a point for Alex Kinnear. And when Sarsfields into the score, it was Alex Kinnear who popped up, but he broke onto the ball again. He puts it over the bar. He shows his quality there, sir.
Yeah, beautiful hurler. It always does the right thing on the ball. When the score is on, he'll have a go and tap it over. It isn't only laid off to a better person. He's good in the air for a small lad. He looks slight, but he's not as slight as he looks. He's very good in the air. Good hurler.
Yeah, 4 points now between them again at 18 points to 14. A second score for Alex Kinnear. It was 12-5 at half time. As I said, that puck out with the goalkeeper to the far side of the field. Well taken by McDonough. He controlled it beautifully. Gets the ball back to another sub. That's a Matthew Tarpey. Tarpey has time to go in towards Lannan. Lannan is in the full forward line now, but Darren Morrissey takes that ball on the ground. And Darren Morrissey does well. Gets the ball out towards Niall Quinn. Quinn stretches that ball and wins it for Sarsfields. Quinn is able to turn and drive the ball off his left hand side over towards John Cooney on this side of the field. Cooney and Hussey battling possession, and Hussey does well. Mark O'Regan is also there for Sarsfields, but it's picked up by Michael Morris for Turloughmore. Morris is soloing forward now from the corner back position. He finds himself up in the half hour line. He's got a support runner. That's in Aaron O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy's already got a score. This will be a massive point by O'Shaughnessy if it goes over the bar. Aaron O'Shaughnessy high. It's just have wide, big on wide. It looked to be a score from my vantage point, sir. That looked to be a score. It looked to be well in fairness. That looked to be a score. In fairness, like it looked to be well inside the post. And are they going to go into the umpires or not? The Sarsfields winner getting on with that game pretty quickly, but it looked, Cyril, from our vantage point, is that was well inside the post.
Yeah, let's look at the draw. Liam Gordon didn't want to know, and the linesman here didn't want to know. Turlough are gone incensed.
Yeah, it looked to be a score here. We'll have to see it on the player again, but it looked to be over the bar and well over the bar, but it wasn't given.
It was very, very high. It was hard to, the umpire was kind of sitting back. He didn't know where he was.
Yeah, but the people of Turloughmore not happy with that one, and I think they can feel aggrieved. I'd like to see it again on the stream, but from my vantage point, it looked to be over the bar, but it wasn't given, and the ball has been poked out quickly, and Kieran Dolan didn't waste any time poking it out, as that has sideline is taken in towards the goals. Mark Murphy wins it for Turloughmore, and Mark Murphy comes away with the ball now for Turloughmore, but that could be a talking point. There's 4 points between them. Mark Murphy decides he's going to go across the field looking for Barry Callan. Barry Callan and Darren Morrissey battling for possession. It's going to be won by Barry Callan. Barry Callan is on the ball. Barry Callan comes inside his man. He's fouled there, and that's going to be a free to Turloughmore. And a chance here now for Turloughmore possibly to reduce that deficit to 3, but it's gone up to 18 points to 15 on the scoreboard. The point wasn't given, but the scoreboard has put it up to 18 points to 15. Is it 18-14? I think it's 18 points to 14, but the scoreboard says 18-15, but we can say that point actually wasn't given.
No, they want to take down that because it's going to be kind of it's upset to the players. At the moment, now you can see what Turlough are trying to do. They're trying to go down the wings. They have to, because Joseph Cooney's gone deep back into the D on his own, and if it goes down the middle, he's going to mop it up.
Yeah, the point wasn't given for Turloughmore as another wide. That be technically wide number 16 at this stage now.
He's going in at this stage.
And I think Liam Gordon is going in to speak to the umpires for a minute here. But the Aaron O'Shaughnessy effort wasn't given earlier on, and it's now up on the board at 18-15. So we're not quite sure, but it was waved wide. It wasn't given, but it's on the scoreboard.
Well, it should be 18. According to the ref, I bet it is 18-14.
Yeah. There's a sub for Sarsfields. John Cosgrove is in for Sarsfields as well. We're not quite sure who's gone off as of yet. I think it could be is it Darren Murphy that's coming off, the man wearing number 18. But there's a puck out, and the puck out is going to come to Sarsfields. It's 4-16 for Clarenbridge, but 3-20 now for Thomas's. That's a point between them there, as the puck out is going to be taken, and the puck out will be taken by Kieran Dolan. But we'll have to find out what the actual score is. But it's 18-14 by our vantage points, but as that ball is going to be poked out over towards the far side of the field. That ball is won by Turloughmore. They come away with it again with Matthew Tarpey. Matthew Tarpey is going to look upfield, and Matthew Tarpey does look upfield. He gets the ball forward towards Barry Callan. Barry Callan is on the ball. Barry Callan gets the ball back to Sean Loftus. Loftus goes for a score. Loftus in towards the goals, but this one is going to carry, is it? It's not. It's caught by the goalkeeper just under the crossbar, and Kieran Dolan did well for Sarsfields. Gets the ball out to Kevin Hines. Kevin Hines is on the ball. Kevin Hines gets the ball out towards Niall Quinn. Niall Quinn decides to look upfield towards Alex Kinnear, and here, says, I'm going to drive that ball as far down the field as he possibly can. And the ball is going to be won by Dahi Burke, as it is won by Dahi Burke under pressure there from Mark O'Regan. But Dahi goes back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is Mark Fahy. Mark Fahy decides to go to the far side of the field and look for Tom Quirk. The ball is going to break the way to the path of Fergal Moore. Moore is out in front of his man. Moore takes on his man. He's going to hand pass the ball back to Tom Quirk. Quirk got a point in the first half for Turloughmore. He goes back the field again to Sean Loftus. Loftus has the ball now for Turlough. Gets the ball off to Jamie Holland, but it goes over his head. It's picked up by Kevin Cooney. He loses possession as well though, and the ball is picked by Matthew Tarpey. Tarpey off towards Sean Loftus, but there's a Turloughmore man adjudged to have been fouled there, and that's going to be a free. The scoreboard has been changed back to 18 points to 14, which I think is the score.
That's the score, and it's safer to do that now because it'll be very upsetting, or the people are looking at only 3 points. If Turlough are goal, the things is level. There is 4 points in it according to the official referee.
Yeah, we have 58.5 minutes gone here. 18 points for Sarsfields, 14 points for Turloughmore, but we think it possibly should be 15 points to Turloughmore if with that one that wasn't actually given earlier on there. But Sean Loftus stands over the free. This is a chance now for Loftus for his side to reduce the deficit back to 3 points as we come into the closing stages of the game. It'll be interesting to see what the additional time will be in this game as Sean Loftus stands over the free. The sides are level between Thomas's and Clarenbridge as this free is taken by Sean Loftus. Loftus decides to launch it in towards the goal, so it's got the distance, but it's gone wide. Wide number 17 now for his side. That's 10 wides for Turlough in the second half. I don't think Sarsfields have struck a wide in this half, in this game.
It's just unreal, all them kind of, they are chances, even if you got half to them, you'd be ahead, but you're not going to get them all. Here's a fast puck out to
Fast puck out towards Niall Quinn. Niall Quinn is on the ball. Niall Quinn is going to block down because he was too slow in striking there, and it was Sean Annan who blocked him down, but Niall Quinn goes back to retrieve the situation, fix the ball backwards. It's picked up by Jamie Holland. Jamie Holland is on the ball now for Turloughmore. Jamie Holland goes back towards Barry McDonough. McDonough comes inside his man. He launches it in towards the full forward line, but there's an extra man back there. The ball goes in, and it's won by Kevin Hines. Kevin Hines has the ball, gets it back to Joseph Cooney, and Joseph Cooney off the left-hand side gets his side on the attack. I think it's 3 minutes additional time. It's picked up by Matthew Tarpey. Tarpey, the youngster, gets the ball off to Dahi Burke in space. The captain of Galway this year. He goes for a score. He puts it over the bar. Dahi Burke's second score of the second half. 3 points between them now. 18 points to 15.
Yeah, and Dahi Burke is storming into the game. Turlough have plenty of chances. The breeze is picking up, and they have the chances to get to at least force the draw. But Sarsfields are good and they're cagey. Kevin Hines is having a right good game. Full back. He's reading it very, very well.
Out towards John Cooney. He's been the out ball again, but he can't win it. He's under pressure from Kevin Hussey. They have a right battle, and Hussey is on the ball. He's under pressure from 3 men there, and eventually gets the ball back towards Michael Morris. Michael Morris decides he's going to look upfield, and he launches it in towards the full forward line again. Is the ball going to break? It's going to break in towards Fergal Moore and Darren Morrissey, but Morrissey has the ball, and Morrissey, the Galway star at the moment, comes away with that possession, and Darren Morrissey is on the ball for Sarsfields. 30 minutes and 30 seconds played. We've 2.5 minutes to go here. Out towards Cathal Dillon, under pressure over there from Aaron O'Shaughnessy. He tries to win possession back for Turloughmore, and eventually there's a foul on the Turloughmore player there, and that's going to be a free in, and suddenly we could be back to 2 points with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, and all the chances that they've missed, Turlough have come right back into the second half. It was easy knowing their form in the first half. We saw them the last day in the Ryan. They were much better than they played the first half here. They're bound to come into it. Sarsfields are still in the driving seat, unless someone gets a kind of a lucky goal, but he should probably tap this over, I'd say, rather than do anything trying to do anything fancy.
Sean Loftus with the free for Turloughmore. 18 points it says for Sarsfields. 15 points for Turloughmore. 31 minutes played. We have 2 minutes to go here.
Pressure on here now.
Yeah, here he comes with this free. Sean Loftus with the free in towards the goal. Sean Loftus high, and Sean Loftus over the bar. Point number 8 for Sean Loftus. He's got 5 in the second half. We're back to a 2-point ball game, but I'm going to say, sir, obviously that point that wasn't given for Turloughmore, there'd only be a point in it now, technically. So
they could go for the equaliser.
Yeah, as the goalkeeper Kieran Dolan takes the puck out, he goes down the field again. Out comes Dahi Burke for Turloughmore, trying to win it. Dahi Burke is on it. Just said that he stormed into the game in this second half. He gets the ball off to Aaron O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy for Turloughmore from out the field. He goes for a score in towards the goals. It's a dangerous high ball in towards the goals. Who's going to win it? It's won by the Sarsfields man. Joseph Cooney just kicks the ball away from the danger there, and it goes out over the line, somewhere between the in line and the 14-metre line, and it's going to be a sideline for Turloughmore. 18 points to 16. It's still dangerous. I'm not quite sure. Are they still playing in the other game? There was level not so long ago between latest score, a goal for Dara Burke for Thomas's. They lead by 3 points, 4-20 to 4-17. They've turned it around, and Thomas's lead by 3 points there. Dara Burke has scored a goal for Thomas's. They lead by 3, and it's going to be a sideline to Sean Loftus over on the far side of the field. There's 32 minutes, 20 seconds gone here. There's 2 points between the sides.
The house here now.
Will he launch it in, or will he be tempted to go for a score here? There's plenty of time. He gets the ball across towards O'Shaughnessy. Aaron O'Shaughnessy back to Sean Loftus. Loftus from the sideline. Loftus high in towards the goals. Loftus over the bar. We're back to a 1-point ball game. 9 points for Sean Loftus, 18 points to 17. 32 minutes and 30 seconds to go. And this puck out is going to come from Kieran Dolan. He's been told by Pádraig Ford, one of his mentors, to puck it long towards John Cooney. 20 seconds of at a time have to be played here. And could that score that possibly wasn't given to Turloughmore, could that be a defining moment? The ball is pucked out towards the middle of the field. It's going to be won by Kevin Cooney. A point between them, 18 points to 17. Kevin Cooney soloing forward now for Sarsfields. Kevin Cooney still going forward. He gets the ball off to Jeffrey Lawless. He loses possession. Lawless off to John Cosgrove. But the ball breaks out to Kevin Cooney again. Kevin Cooney under pressure back there. Kevin Cooney tries to get away from his man. He's blocked down. He's blocked by the Sarsfields man. He's going to pull in the ball. Breaks. Great save by the goalkeeper Mark Fahey. And out comes the Turloughmore man back there. It's Ronan Burke. And Ronan Burke comes away with the ball, and it's going to be a free out. A free out for Turloughmore. The 3 minutes of additional time have been played. There's a point between them, 18 points to 17. This is the last chance saloon for Turlough, and Mark Fahey will launch this ball down. Thomas has beaten Clarenbridge by 3 points. They're into the quarter final. 4-20 for Thomas, 4-17 for Clarenbridge as a result, as this ball is going to be pucked out by Mark Fahey for his side.
Turlough man down up here in his own square.
Yeah, Ronan Burke is the man that seems to be down from a Turloughmore perspective. 18 points to 17. This one is going to go long here. We'll see what's going to happen here, and it'll be all hands on the deck. The 3 minutes of additional time have been played. This ball will be launched long by the goalkeeper Mark Fahey.
For Turlough to equalise now, they have to win this ball wherever it's going to come, whether they're going to try to work it up or whether it's going to come long.
Yeah, here comes the free. 34 minutes played. We're well into the additional time here. There was 3 minutes additional time. 4 has been played, but there's a Turloughmore man down injured. I think he's in trouble as well, Ronan Burke. It looks as if he's going to be taken off the Turloughmore team. I think the physio there for Turloughmore was saying that they were looking for a sub, but he's up. The time is up as well. And I think Mark Fahey would just have to go as long down the field as he possibly can. I could see Kevin Hussey. There's nobody on him at all on this side of the field. Will he go to Hussey or will he go along with this? 1 point between them, 18 points to 17. He's tempted to go to Hussey. He goes short though to Ronan Burke. He gets the ball back. The long puck specialist is Mark Fahey. Mark Fahey for Turloughmore launches that ball in towards the full forward line. They're going to battle for possession. It's going to break into the path of Tom Quirk. Is this the equalising chance? Quirk for Turlough, high in towards the goals. Tom Quirk high, but he's put it wide. He's put it wide. That was the scoring chance. 18 wides for Turloughmore, 5 for Sarsfields, and I think that's it. It's all over. It's all over, and Sarsfields have won by a point, 18 points to 17. But still, before we hand back, obviously, that disputed score, it looked to be a score from our vantage point here for Aaron O'Shaughnessy. Could that have cost Turlough a place now in the quarter final? Obviously they're going into the playoffs, but has it cost them obviously a place in the quarter finals?
Well, it probably has. If it was counted, sure they would have drawn levels, so they would have a place in the quarter final. But like they'll rue. They'll rue the missed chances. That's the thing that'll really kill them. Like, and I see them
interest now. They had 18 wides now. In fairness.
Yeah, they're talking to the linesman who didn't even go into the umpires. So they're mad at the linesman because the fed was over the bar and they tackled him Harbour. He never moved, and Liam Gordon didn't want to know about it either. No, look, maybe it was wide, but it looked over from here, and we had an advantage point. But these things happen. It was a good game. Turlough came right back in the second half. Sarsfields seems to be cruising because everything seemed to be going wrong for Turloughmore. But look, they're still going to be a hard team to beat. Sarsfields have gone straight through again. Sarsfields know how to win these tight matches and just kind of held on really. Turloughmore came back from the dead. They'll be disappointed with the defeat, but the way in the second they'll be disappointed with the misses. But yet they'll be happy the way they performed in the second half. Like that's the big thing for them. Like they'll take that out of the game. They show that what they did in Athenry was no flash in the pan. They're still going to be very, very hard to beat in the championship. And so will Sarsfields. Two very good teams. And we've heard from Athenry that Thomas are through.
Come back from 8 points down to win by 3.
Count them out at your peril. So they're gone straight through as well.
4-20 to 4-17. So I think it's Sarsfields and St Thomas's will qualify from this group for the quarterfinals. Turloughmore and Clarenbridge into the preliminary quarterfinals. But in the end, it's a win here for Sarsfields by the narrowest of margins. 18 points for Sarsfields, 17 points for Turloughmore.